Mbalula is going to be president of the ANC if there is no serious intervention made to stop him. To stop him. I warned you about this, that this Mbalula, if they allow him to do what he's doing, he's going to lead them. If it was a marathon, Mbalula is ahead. Paul is trying to catch up. Mbalula is ahead. Out of this so-called staged NGC that gets organized in a manner that it has never been organized. We want that was Mbalula's show of force. You say it was Cyril's show of force because there are people who said they are going to remove Cyril. Cyril didn't get removed. It was never about that. Mbalula wanted that to show them that he's in charge. You remember, I ran these things in the ANC. We went to the NGC in KZN. We defeated Zuma, both in numbers and policy position. After that, Zuma knew that these boys are going to remove me because the NGC tells you what's going to happen. That's when he expelled us from Mangaung conference. We were expelled because he got a sign. And Gwede told him, it says, they are pretending like they are removing me. They are actually coming for you, and he was right. We're making noise about Gwede, but we're looking for this one. We won in the NGC in Durban. And we got expelled, and that's how Kgalema lost the Mangaung conference. I'm giving you this history for you to be able to determine. Because conference is not won at the conference, it's won before. So, he's going for a kill. He's going to emerge as a president. Unless something drastically happens. Because the naive you guys says, yeah, but you said Mbalula is going to be a president. Look, now he's a president. I'm telling you, what is prevailing now, the balance of forces show that Mbalula is going to be a president. Let me give you the last example. At the NGC, Mbalula addresses for 2 hours 30 minutes, addressing the NGC. The president is sitting here, meaning he's addressing president for 2 hours 30 minutes. That's number one. That's when a man shows you doesn't care about those things. Then make matters worse. When he finishes speaking, they start singing about the Secretary General Mbalula in the presence of the president. What happens? The president is forced by that environment to stand up and sing about Mbalula. You didn't see what was happening there. Onobala, tena sefunu nobala one content Ramaphosa. Nobala. It's supposed to be the other way around. Then Gwede realizes, man, hey, there's going to be a mess here. He tries to stop the song. They sing even louder. And not only louder, go to the podium. The sitting president is made to sing about the Secretary General. And then you must tell me where the power is there. Paul Mashatile, who says he's a contender, he's made to sing about a person is standing against. Get power, Papa. If you know how it works, that thing. Get power. It's a psychological warfare. You fight Mbalula, you see those videos, you see the whole conference standing up, singing about this guy, you're like, it looks like this one of ours won't work. Let's join this one of Mbalula. It's psychological. So, we are ready to join GNU. And we will join GNU. The person who's stopping us from joining the GNU is Mbalula. Once he gets that thing of president, he's going to get rid of that thing of DA, and I just say, come here, come. Because Mbalula can accept the fact that we must be ahead of him. That if they get in, and they get given responsibility, and they shine, the potential is, I will never get this thing I want. So we grew up under him, so he knows no. Let me resolve this thing. Once we're done, I will call you. We're being stopped by Mbalula. Cyril doesn't have any problem. Majority of those NEC members don't have any problem. The problem, they take a decision to do away with DA and Freedom Front Plus. Why would you back Freedom Front Plus, for instance? Why? What do you want from a Freedom Front Plus? What? What will they do? Which they are not doing now. Because AfriForum is Freedom Front Plus. And AfriForum is the one that is going around saying you are killing white people. Which means a minister of correctional service says you are killing people. So why can't you just get rid of these things? Because anyway, you're not gaining anything out of that. Nothing. They know that they are not getting anything. It's not about attracting investment and growing the economy, because even with that GNU for over a year now was stagnant at 0.5 growth. So stagnant at 0.5 growth of the GDP means that we run a risk of 0.0% growth, which is going to put us into a recession. These people are going to put us into a recession because they are not industrializing. They are not manufacturing for production. They've got no plan to create jobs. They've got no plan to grow the economy. Even with whites being there, I agree you said a medicine of a black person is a white person. They are there. But John Steinhazen, what do? Uber Eats. Uber Eats. Uber Eats. The whole year. And John Steinhazen, there is material evidence. You get a picture of him before GNU, and you get a picture of him outside after GNU, you can see Uber Eats. Uber Eats. It's there. It's there. What more evidence do you want? He doesn't help you with anything. He went there to Oval Office, spoke bad about us, spoke more than African black ministers in that Oval Office. What did you get out of that? Cyril took him here and said maybe a white man, Afrikaner, who is a leader of opposition in South Africa, can help to change things. He went for beggars there. Honyo. No results. And it is of note. Helen is after him now. They want to show him flames. That DA is Helen. He's in charge. They will finish him. Still nothing. They're not getting anything. We are saying to you, trade with China. Let's work with China. The DA says China is an undesirable partner and all of that. After eating Uber Eats, he's in China. He wants to eat with those things. Chopsticks. After he said China, we have been saying to you, go to China. Like we're saying now, no, China human rights, China this. John Steinhazen has made a 10 in China. So what is it that you are scared of EFF to be in the GNU because it's going to put you in a worse situation? Because it's going to push you to go to China. But the DA has gone with you to China. What happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. It's swart khafar, scaremongering. that if the EFF comes in, something dangerous is going to happen. It's a lie. We are being stopped by a guy called uFikile Mbalula. You know, there is a guy called Hope. What's the Hope singing? Pap. The guy was so opposed to EFF being a participant in the municipalities with the ANC, and he became coordinator of the Gauteng PTT of the ANC. He now was confronted with a reality. If we take out this EFF, these municipalities are going to have a problem. Damascus moments, we realize, right, this EFF, there's no problem here. Now they speak every day with the SG, Hope Up and SG, like the BFFs from high school. The man who didn't want to hear nothing about the EFF, when he came into reality that for a budget of Gauteng to pass, it needs the EFF, he realized I have to work with these guys. Mbalula knows that. Mbalula knows that. Me and Mbalula are from the same school of thought, trained by the same elders. That's why when there was some week where he was doing wrong things, I sent him a message. I said, in all our political engagement, teachings and all of that, they have never taught us to behave the way you are doing. Because it's unethical, you know it. You don't do that. You don't. It doesn't matter how much you disagree with a person. You just don't do that. Because me and him, it doesn't matter how much we disagree. There are certain things that we were told is do's and don'ts. We don't do that. Certain things don't do. So that's why I'm able to tell you that the way he's going, I think the ones who fight with him, they must pay me so that I can be their strategist to tell them, if he moves this way, you have to come this way, and that's how we're going to defeat him. Otherwise, we must start practicing. We had a president cupcake. We must start practicing President Voter. His nickname in the revolution is Voter Mulelo. Very radical chap. There is no student command, my sister, it's youth command. So we got rid of student command. It's only one structure. Youth command, it organizes in the village, in the campuses, and in the townships. Student issues, youth issues, everything are now together. These kids have done so well. So I like Sitle as attitude and Naledi's attitude. So Sitle is out there as a face, he pushes the thing. Naledi does the actual work. And she's not in competition with Sitle. She allows him to do what he has to do, but she would have gone in to prepare what needs to be done first, and then let the convener do what he needs to do. But you sit in a meeting and you need to know what is happening with the youth command. Naledi will give you the minute detail of what is happening, because she's at the thick of things in building this organization. We have asked them, do not rush. Build a quality youth movement. But at the back of your mind, you must know we need you next year in 2026, because the youth vote is going to be very critical. The youth, especially for the EFF, the youth vote is going to be very critical. Fighters, commissars, fellow South Africans, Africa and the diaspora who are coming to an end of the year, please enjoy your festive season. If you finish this festive season, you have never given your old clothes to someone deserving, you must know you are greedy. You are the most useless human being. If you still have clothes that you were wearing at high school in your wardrobe, and when you were young, when there are so many people without clothes, you must know it's not only ANC a problem, you are a problem. If you are going to be having festivities and a meal, if you can't give them some food, invite them over so you can share a meal with the poor of the poorest. Let's make it easy this festive season for the poor. As they see other children shining and other children eating, their pain becomes even more. You will lessen it by making them feel they are part of the future of South Africa. You have a problem with their parents, do not have problem with children. Never use children to fight battles. Always protect the children of South Africa. Let's make sure that these children are not subjected to trauma. Let's make sure that these children look to the future with a positive attitude because their neighbor was good to them. I am what I am because my neighbor and neighbors were good to me. And in return, I'm good to them. Let's be good because we don't know what those children of your neighbors are going to become. And when they become something else in future in society, they will remember you. Help those who cannot help you and do not write their names down because you must not remember them. When you remember them, it's because you want to enslave them. You want to make them your slaves and constantly remind them that you have once helped them. Do not do that. Let it be an enjoyable one, even in poverty, in suffering, in unemployment. There is a moment we need to pause and appreciate God for giving us life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President, the people of South Africa, the media. That brings our press conference to a close. Thank you very much, President.